Hello and welcome to another video. So in today's video, I finally reached expert for the season. With this team here. Of course, my last set of the day after I reached expert, I did horrible, but hey, you gotta drop a little bit sometimes. But this team involves Psychic, Umbreon, a Hundo, Best Buddy, though still missing one power-up, because waiting for that 47, that'll still take me 3 years to get to, but hey, we're having fun. Then a a Crobat, and then an Escavalier, and both Crobat and Escav are PvP ranked IVs here, so, yeah, like, really exciting times. Yep, let's get right into these battles. You got 2 sets for you. If you're liking the content, remember to hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button. And let's get right into the first battle here. So we got Salazzle. So with Psychic, this is actually decent. Though Salazzle is so glassy that foul plays are kind of damaging too. And they try to catch on to Drapion. We have the perfect response for Drapion. We have a Scavalier. It's perfect. We can take a Crunch or an Aqua Tail, no problem, so we let it go. Then sometimes I go one before their next move or on the CMP tie because we win CMP. I think that was going to be CMP tie. And they let it go. We can't get to the Drill Run against the Salazzle. We're going to let this go. It's just a Poison Fang. Well, it doesn't matter. I would have survived the video anyway. And we do one Snarl. We're basically maxed out on energy. We're going to go for the Psychic. They do shield, so now they know I have Psychic. So hopefully they don't have a Dark type in the back. We are going to shield, and we do shield the Dragon Balls. That is huge. We will go for another Psychic here. And then, do I try to catch? Nope, I'm going to go for the Foul Play, actually, now that, because I think we got the debuff, actually, if memory serves. So, boom, let's go. And then we got a Skunk Tank, and this game is basically over, because we can just go for Poison Fang and then eventually a Shadow Ball. This is going to be a good game, very well played. Psychic Umbreon does have its uses, and while it's not really the best in open Ultra League anymore, just due to the fact that there's a lot of Dark types and or things that resist Psychic in that meta. In this meta, there's a lot of Poison types. Though granted, a few of them are the Poison Darks. But yeah, see, that's why we have a Scavalier in the back, though, to handle them. And we go for a Shadow Ball, and these Air Slashes will take it out. That is a good game, very well played. And these battles sped up, because anyone who's used Umbreon in Ultra League knows how long these battles can take. Especially with an XL. I mean, Umbreon is a tank. So, yeah. Alrighty, hopping into the next match, we have Mux. So, terrible matchup. We're going to swap into Crobat because, you know, Air Slashes will add up. We will, I think I do build to the Shadow Ball. We let the Dark Pulse go. We are going to go for a Poison Fang. Now, granted, I don't expect a shield, but Shadow Ball just won't do much without some debuff. So now we can threaten with the Shadow Ball, and they try to catch on Dusknoir. I decided to go for a Poison Fang bait. Doesn't work for some reason, and then I just go for a Poison Fang right away. I don't know what my opponent was thinking because they shielded. This is huge. So that was a mistake on their end, I think, because they should have known that that was just a second Poison Fang. But now I have a shield advantage, and I can just farm down. I don't believe no move in Dusknoir's repertoire deals even neutral damage. It's all resisted or double resisted. And yeah, so it's just like, yeah, I can just snarl down and be capped on energy here. Like look at that. I mean, oh my goodness. Okay, so we the Muck comes back in here. That's okay, but they do swap back in, so I am prime time to allow Escap to farm down. Now I did get hit with a Sludge Wave on the Umbreon. Not the most ideal, but I still have both shields, so we will shield up the Dark Pulse. And then I go for the Drill Run. Now, I could have, I think, farmed down, but even though with it being Snarl. Then we have Giratina, so we still have a great shot here despite it being Dragon Breath. As Drill Runs will add up here, and it's still going to take a couple of Dragon Claws or Ancient Powers for them to beat my Umbreon. So, they do have Ancient Power, and they didn't get a boost, so that's ideal. And then we're just going to go for these Drill Runs after Drill Runs. And then do we get to another Drill Run? We do, but they get to the Dusknoir, which is unfortunate, but we are just going to go swap into the Umbreon. And look, we're capped on energy, remember? So, I just shield for safety's sake, but yeah, so this is going to be a good game, very well played. This first one will get the shield, and the second one will take him out. So, good game to my opponent, very well played. Well, my bad. My bad there. I was trying to fast forward through the queue time here. Alrighty, but you already know the lead, Giratina, so very positive lead here. They got a shiny at that. Love the flex. They do have Dragon Breath, which makes this a little more favorable for them, but unfortunately, Umbreon is just so damn darn tanky, excuse me. It's just insane, you know? It's just wow. We're going to go for these foul plays all day. Obviously, it's going to take, you know, quite a few. And they bring in Nidoqueen, so I'm actually going to go for the Psychic here. And I think I decided to go for another Psychic here. I do. This should get a shield from them. And then, who do I come in with? I don't remember. Okay, come in with Escab. Arguably, maybe not the smartest idea. I don't decide to shield, and I call the bait, which is huge. So yeah, I'm going to go for the Jewel Run here. This will be taking out the Nidoqueen if they do not shield, and they do decide to shield, so I am going to respond with a shield of my own. Or I should. Yeah, I do. And it is the Earth Power. That is huge. That is huge. So we are going to go for these Jewel Runs. I am debuffed, but that is okay. An Ancient Power will not take me out, nor will a Shadow Sneak. We're going to go for the Jewel Run here, and if I can switch back in, I should be doing that with the Umbreon, and I am. And we can actually just farm down here. So this is ideal. We're going to give the Nidoqueen minimal farm, along with loading up on energy. And I'm just going to let this go. If it takes me out, so be it, but I do survive this. And then I do go for the Psychic, because I just want to threaten the Nidoqueen, which is fine. They have a Toxicroak, and the Crobat comes in, and with the shield advantage, that is a good game, very well played. Alrighty, on to the next battle. We have Muck. Again, terrible. Oh, crap. Alright, terrible lead. Sorry, I almost knocked something over there. Alrighty, so we're going to go into Crobat. We're going to do the same thing as before. Alrighty, then. We're going to go for the Poison Fang, just because it's not going to get a shield right now, but a Shadow Ball now from this range is threatening a shield, even though it won't take it out. We do delay CMP tie there, as in because they got an shield and acid spray. An acid spray! So now I'm just going to go for these Poison Fangs, because I'm just like, okay, they might shield in return, who knows? And we're just going to keep going for Poison Fangs now at this point. So, yay! We do get both shields, though, so that is huge. Do I come in? Who do I come in with? Umbreon? And they come in with Obstagoon! So, we are in prime time to just farm down and take this game, at least to the final mon. And then they lag, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, it sucks when it happens. It's great when it happens to your opponent, but it sucks when it happens to you. Okay, we got a Drill Run, so we're going to go for this Drill Run here. So, we do have a Charmer in the back, and it is Togekiss. Psychic will still do okay. We go for the Mega Horn because both moves are double resisted. And then, but Mega Horn gets the stab damage. We're going to go for a Drill Run here. We do not want them to farm down any more than they already have. I will shield this up just because I want to keep as much health on it. They don't boost, which is like ideal. And then Psychics is the name of the game. Can we take down this Togekiss? Psychic 1. We will need at least 2 Psychics. And look at that. They're loaded off of Foul Play. We'll take him out. And this will take out the Togekiss. Umbreon. Togekiss counter confirmed. And that is a good game. Copium. Umbreon counter Copium. Lol. Alrighty. On to the final set in this final match in this first set here. We have Umbreon versus Toxicroak. So, this is a terrible lead out the bat, so we're going to swap into Escavalier right away. We're just going to threaten the Drill Run here. And they go for Giratina. So, we are going to keep going for these Drill Runs. We will let this go down, and we will bring our Umbreon back in, as Crobat is definitely better against the Toxicroak. So, we're going to do these Drill Runs. They're probably not going to shield, but that's okay. We're going to load up on energy here with the Umbreon. And then, yeah, my hope is actually, by swapping out right away, they're assuming I don't have Psychic. They think I have Last Resort. And so I'm farming up. We are not shielding. And then it's counters permanently. I have to worry about with Toxic. And they come back in. So we're going straight for the Psychic. They are assuming I don't have... They are saying I don't have Psychic. And bang! Let's go! We take out the Toxicroak. And it's a Togekiss. And I have a Crobat in the back. And that's a good game because these Poison Fangs would just be enough. So, alright. A good game to my opponent there. Righty, we got the second set pulled up here. Not really bad lead. Tapu Fini, we're going to swap right away if Blag doesn't ruin us, and we're going to go into Scavalier. We will go for these Drill Runs right away, and we get to the... I believe they're already out of Surf. They just... You know... They can get to 2 Surfs, I believe, before I can get to 2 Drill Runs. Or it's like at the same time, but since they have an energy lead, they will get there. I did shield up once. I will not shield up this. Do I get to the Drill Run? I do, thank goodness. So this is good. This will chip the Tapu Fini. And I do get a shield, so that's huge. Who do I come in with? Do I come with Umbreon or Crobat? Okay, I do come in with Umbreon. And then they catch on their... Who do they catch on? Genesect, not great. And I launch a Psychic. So they now have Psychic, and it's a Genesect. So we will stay in here as we do not want to have to deal with the Technoblast here at all on the Crobat. So do they launch? Okay, they go for Technoblast. Alrighty, then we're going to go for another Foul Play here. This is great. We're going to swap into the Crobat right away. Umbreon is now a Sack Swap at this point. Potential Sack Swap. So, they come in with Tapu Fini, and it is a Scizor. This is fantastic. We are going to definitely bait with a Poison Fang here. We have built up to the Shadow Ball. They are glassy. It was very likely they will shield, and they do shield. Now we will just actually be going for Poison Fangs because I need to have a Poison Fang, I realize this, in order to beat the Tapu Fini, as I am very confident it is at another move. So, can we farm down? We do. We had the Poison Fang loaded. We should be winning CMP tie. Maybe they didn't have a move, but I thought they did. And that is going to take out the Tapu Fini, and that is a good game. So, whoo! It's like, my goodness, these battles are sweaty. Right, next game we have a Tentacle versus the Tentacle versus my Umbreon. So we have Psychic. They swap it right away, and I make a dumb mistake. If you've been here around long enough, not here with the channel, but just in Go Battle League, cardinal rule is don't swap into the mirror. Generally speaking, because you're gonna lose because it's like they're ahead on energy. So I recognize that. I try to get to a second drill run. It's not happening. Thankfully, I do have Crobat, which will help against the Tentacruel. And they do have Aerial Ace, so yeah, it's unfortunate that I'm putting myself in a serious disadvantage because of the dumb swap I did. So, yeah. Okay, they come back in with Tentacruel. I come in with my Umbreon, and they do have a Sylveon. Unfortunately, Crobat is kind of low already, so it really just depends on how good these Psychics hit, and they're not doing that much. So honestly, even with 2 shields, this is looking like a good game. Just simply due to the fact that unless I can take out the Sylveon before it gets to another move, and even then they'll just Acid Spray me. So, yep, that was my mistake, bringing in my own Escab. I should have brought in the Crobat. Would have been a much different game. Even if I still lost, it would have just been closer. So, yeah, it's not good at all. And unfortunately, they're just going to Acid Spray me, so I have to go for a Poison Fang bait here. And they know it, so they don't shield. Good on the opponent. Yeah, this is a good game. So it's as if I just lost with 2 shields. It happens, but, sometimes you just mess up. And I concede the match. So, good game. All right, into the next match we go. Excellent lead. We got a Dripblim. Let's go. And it is a... Genesect that I assumed was a Escavalier because of the typing, and this is a fun time, guys. This is a fun time. So we're gonna fake the Shadow Ball. We build up to it. We do shield the Technoblast, which is huge, but we have to try to win switch here at all costs now because the Escavalier is useless against the Drifblim. Like, sorry, Escav, I love you. You're amazing, but you're useless against Ghost Flying types. So even with Aerial Ace. So we're just gonna go for another Poison Fang here, and we're just gonna hopefully farm down when we do. So thank God. We may be down a shield. Down 0 to 1 shields. We will go for the Shadow Ball on the CMP tie. Well, no, I thought the CMP tie, but they go for an extra farm, which is smart. And this is fine. So we can still keep alignment, and they did get a shield, so not over yet. And we get another Shadow Ball. Let's go. So this, I don't believe we'll take out. It does. And it's a Toxicroak. And we're just going to come in with the Umbreon and Psychic the heck out of this thing. Let's go. They don't even launch a move, but even then, Sludge Bomb would definitely not take us out. Dynamic Punch, I honestly don't know. Maybe they're building into it, but bang, let's go. That is a good game. Alrighty, let's get into the next match here. Alright, Terrible Lead, Obscune into Umbreon. So, I swap, and they have a Frostlass. Very interesting pick. I don't have a Frostlass built. Lord knows in fact, the only XL mon I have built right now for the Ultra League is this Umbreon at the moment. So, yay, hip hip hooray. It's like I got a couple mons that I just don't want to invest the resources right now. So we do get a shield. So I'm content letting this go down. We do have, and they're double debuff. So I'm just gonna farm down with Umbreon. And this is definitely a matchup where having Last Resort would be fantastic. Granted, it would still be a losing matchup just because of the counter alone. We have no choice but to swap in. And now we have a chance. This is a mug. They're clearly going to shield. They know they need to get this Escav low. So yeah. And I have to hope to goodness that that I can take this out with the drill run. Let's watch my switch clock. Okay, yeah, I don't think it would have mattered. Yeah. I remember this matchup because I tried to... I couldn't remember if my switch clock was up. It wasn't. So, yeah, there was nothing I could do in the moment. And, yep, even with the... okay, yep. So, sorry, I'm just talking to myself here. It's just... That's a good game because, unfortunately, they are not... I did not get the Obscune low enough. That way, foul plays could do some damage. Again, you are definitely risking it with Dark-type matchups if you give up Last Resort for Psychic. Just kind of how like that Dusknoir matchup was early in the video against the Umbreon. So just keep that in mind. Pros and cons to every moveset here. I even go for a Psychic and get the debuff, but that wouldn't have, even if I had gotten it the first time, had I gone for Psychic the first time, wouldn't have flipped the matchup in my favor. So that is going to be a good game. And now we got one final match, and it is the match that I won that got me to Expert. So into the final match, we have Crobat and we have Psychic. So pretty positive lead overall because all they can do is hit us for Poison Fangs. And honestly, until they get to the third one, you don't have to worry too much about the air slash damages. So we're going to go for the foul play first because I am staying in. So that does clue them to the fact that I might have Psychic. And then they shield the first one. So I am going to go for Psychic now here on out. This is their second Poison Fang. Righty, and then I go for Psychic. Do we get the second shield? This won't take it out, that's for sure. Now I can go for another foul play. And then that's a Poison Fang. I will let this go because they're low enough, and I'm not even sure if it'll take me out. Okay, it does. All right, and I can farm down with Crobat just as they get to a Poison Fang, which is beautiful. And then I'm just going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. I debated Poison Fang, but I'm like, you know what? They only have one shield. Do they really want to use it on Gengar? Boom, let's go. They taking out the Gengar, and we're just going to go straight Poison Fang. We're going to debuff this Scizor, and that's going to win us the game. If we can get to 2 Poison Fangs, even better, which it looks like we are. I believe I do use a shield here. No, I do not. I just say both for Scizor, and that's going to be a good game. There's no way the Scizor can get to the probably 4 Night Slashes it needs, and the opponent knows that, so that is a good game. All right, we're going to ignore the Pokemon I caught. It wasn't an Umbreon, ironically enough, so like, woo, finally got to use the Black Cat. And bang, let's go. We clutch Expert. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. That you know, every season's getting tougher. People know what they're doing. You know, it's great to see. I know it's especially with the tournaments going on. You know, in the Play Pokemon circuit. So again, if you like the content, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.